Hello, crafters! This is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I'm here with the Classic Mouse Wedding, another fun add-on with the Classic Mouse collection, that original collection. Like, you can continue the themes, but this is a standalone die set. So you will have the Classic Mouse, both of them in this fun one too. Alrighty, crafters, let's get into this video with Classic Mouse Wedding. Let's get started. Okay, crafters, let me give you some updates. I took a little break after the weekender, which was fabulous and still available, but I'll talk about that in a second. I just wanted to let you know that the Stars and Stripes stamp and die set, I don't see this anymore, so I think this is now the one and done. It is gone. This is the Memorial Day special, which makes this beautiful card. I have been showing it from time to time, even in my Steals and Deal sale. This die set goes very well with last month's All Clubs crate, which is the red, white, and bloom dies. So these are no longer available, okay? But the Just Add Cake card making kit, this is still available. Back in stock, sold out twice. Now it's back in stock. This is a box of goodies. I'll link my video here so you can see the unboxing and all the examples. I used all the dies. Fabulous, fabulous. There's an add-on die, which I will show you in a second, because this is Spellbinders birthday month. So it's the Just Add Cake birthday card making kit and Spellbinders birthday all month long. All sorts of celebrations. If you spend $150, you'll get this little goodie as your freebie. Sir Spelly dies. Now I'm going to show you the example here. Look at my example. This is Figment from Epcot Center at Disney World. I made a purple dragon. This is all color wheel cardstock. For the yellow here, for the golden yellow, I should say, this is Saffron. The light purple is Fairy Tale. Lavender for his body. And then for his tummy, I think I'll put the name here on the screen. I always mix it up. I think it is Orchid with a little bit of ink blending. Isn't that fun? Look at the little teal balloon. That is Waterfall color wheel cardstock. So it's a lot of color wheel cardstock. In the background for this layer with the checker detail, I'm using the Color Block Accent Arches. This has been sold out. I'll let you know here on the screen if it's back in stock. This is a fabulous foundation die, nice arch foundation die. Largest die is an A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. This is the add-on to the Just Add Cake birthday card making kit. There's also a stripes die too. I'll list both of the add-ons below. I think the stripes are still in stock. To use this die, you're going to need its best friend, Essential Arches, which is here in white cardstock. So the lavender cardstock, the purple, is the Color Block Accent Arch. Isn't this fun? And then for my cloud detail, I'm coming in with a cloud stencil from my stash. I'm using Distress Oxide in mustard seed. So it's a lot of yellows and golden for Figment. Isn't that cute? For this fun Better Press sentiment that says, hip hip hooray, it's your day, because I think it goes so well with the balloon and everything, I'm using the Classic Mouse Happy Sentiments press plate and die. Press or glimmer, die cut once. Fun sentiments in here. This sentiment just fits it so perfectly, and then I finished it off with some gems from my stash. What do you guys think of Figment? I think this is fun. If you love Figment, this is a great little die. And at this sizing, you know, I'm going to say it again, you can use it on scrapbooking. Why do I always stress that? Back in the day when I used to be a scrapbooker, when I first started crafting, I always incorporated dies with my scrapbooking layout, scrapbooking pages. And then when I got into mini albums, which is when I started my YouTube channel, you'll see that I brought in dies all the time. Foundation die in the background. I could even use this foundation die for a photograph in here, put my little guy here on the side and do a whole Disney theme layout. That would be fun too. So I was always doing dies. So when I say, you know, oh, you can use it for scrapbooking, I'm not joking. You can really use it for scrapbooking. Alrighty, now on to the Weekender. So the Weekender, which is a virtual online workshop, it already passed, but you can watch it on the replay. And a lot of folks who attended the Weekender live were not crafting. They were following and watching and then also commenting. I didn't comment much because I really didn't comment at all because I was making the cards during the class. I didn't even get to finish all my cards. It's 6 instructors and each instructor made 3 cards. That's 18 cards. On Friday night, we had a class only with Kim, and then the next day was everybody else. So that's a lot of cards. So I didn't get to finish, but I can always watch the replay. You can still get this beauty sent to you. If you are seriously thinking about getting the Weekender, I'm going to stress something to you because I did not know this until I attended the Weekender. I don't know how I missed it. You'll get the booklet with all the instructions. All these die sets are only exclusive to the Weekender. The stamp with the die set, the embossing folder, the whole theme, everything is exclusive here. This will not be sold as a future kit. Unlike the previous Weekenders when this would be later released, these are not going to be released. So this is also a one and done event. Once the box is sold out, that's it. You won't see these dies again, and the stamp set, okay? And the embossing folder. So if you like it, you see, I thought that it was going to be released again because of the previous Weekenders. That was just me assuming that. So like this set, I wanted to get a second one. So when I laid out my dies, you notice I left a space up here to put the second set. This guy too. I was doing the whole second set thing because I was like, oh, I love this. Oh, I'm going to get a second set. I love this guy too. The Tiki Toucan. Fun, fun, fun. It was such a great event, and I can always go back and watch the Weekender. I can pause it, rewind if I miss a section. Some of the cards, because the dies were so large, it took a while to make them. So I made a few cards. I didn't make a ton of them, but I can always sit down and do this. And if you are going to attend a crafty event and you bought the box, please do all your die cutting before the event, way before the event. Don't do like I did, which was wait until the last minute to do the homework. Die cut like the previous 2 days before it started. Like I said to you, it's 18 cards. It's a lot. And I think there was like 2 other bonuses on top of that. I haven't even looked at those because I was busy crafting while the bonuses were being shown. I was like, oh my goodness, I need to catch up. And yeah, it was just a lot of dramas. This is my extra sidebar. If you bought the Weekender and you want to take it to a crop, let's say you're saving it for a summer crop, because a lot of us do a lot of summer crafting. You get the time off. You want to enjoy your weekend of crafting and cropping and everything. Don't do the die cutting there. You're going to spend a whole weekend die cutting and you're going to be miserable. Die cut before, way before. Just sit down, watch TV, and just roll them out, put them in little baggies or in your craft stacks, and you are ready to go. Because let me tell you, my hand was killing me too when I was done. That's why I took like 2-3 days after the event just to recoup and also work on Kit Club. So come back to my channel to see Kit Club, because Kit Club works very well with this as well. So you can mix this into Kit Club too, because Kit Club is a summer themed, this style of crafting as well. So lots and lots of fun. So you can incorporate the Weekender if you want to get it. This is the time. This is all exclusive, not to be repeat. Okay? Let me go over what's in here real quick. The stamp with the coordinating die for all these sentiments. Fabulous. Then you get this beautiful stencil set. Nicole's 4 did a fabulous job with it. Jennifer McGuire also did a fabulous job with it. This is fun. Then look at the little chameleon. This one, which I thought I was going to get a second set. That's not happening. This toucan with so much foliage and fun that you can use with everything else. A lot of the instructors did mix, match, and play within here. Jungle Cat. Love that. And then Rainforest Falls. So it's 7 sets of dies. And this beautiful 3D embossing folder, which is a 2-for-1 set. Let me show you a few examples of some of my favorites that I actually did finish. Look at this beautiful card from Yana. So gorgeous. This is a stunner to give anyone. You could put a little ribbon behind this, hang this up in your craft room for summer. Beautiful. I love this. You can make banners with this. Look at the shape and everything. Beautiful, beautiful. This is a 5x7. You can also bring it down onto an A2, okay? And then these 2 by Nicole's 4. Took me forever because of all of this foliage beauty that I had to tuck, but it was all worth it. Gorgeous, gorgeous cards. Love, 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 love the Weekender. Alrighty, crafters, now let's get into the Classic Mouse Wedding. There's only 4 items in this collection. Small collection, but fabulous collection. All these items work so well with each other and also works well with the previously released Classic Mouse collection. If you don't want to do the mini Mickey, you can just get these add-ons, because at this sizing, these are the bits. Great. Again, you know, I'm going to say it. Scrapbooking, mini albums, journals. Great sizing for that. You get the champagne, the cake, the wedding ring. Anything you want to do with just bridal or something celebratory like this, fabulous. You could use this for graduation too with that. You don't have to do the ring and all of that. I love these kind of sets because they do morph into different celebratory events along with it being wedding. This little bow that frames out, thumbs way up for that. So super pretty. Then there is a sentiment set. This is mostly bridal, but still fabulous. And also this better press background, which is landscape. So it's not a portrait set because when you put Minnie and Mickey here, the width of it, so it's easier to work with it when you do it landscape, okay? You can squeeze them, but it becomes very, very tight because their arms do extend and interlock like this. You'll see in a second. Now, there are bundles with this set. There is a die bundle, 2 of these only, and then a better press bundle, 2 of these only, okay? I will detail and link everything below. Crafters, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, consider subscribing. Let me go further now into the main die set, which is the Classic Mouse Wedding die. This one you will not need Steamboat Willie. This is the one that started it off with the whole classic mouse. I will put a link for this below because I did use it anyway. I wanted one of the arms here for a different style of card within this set. Like I said, it is celebratory, and I turned Minnie a different way instead of having her with the whole gown. This is the set that started it off, and then you would add add-ons to it. This now can stand on its own. Classic Mouse Wedding. You get Minnie and Mickey. You get also their hat, the wedding veil, the little topper, her little headband. She has a dress that can convert into a gown. So you can just go the dress only, and I made an example of that, or add on these layers. There are diagrams for it. You just go on the product page, scroll through, and you'll see the diagram. I have it tucked here in the back. Here is Mickey and all his layers. He's all dressed up nice and formal as well. Card number 1. This one is what I like to call the European special. They love large cards. I love large cards too. This is a 6 by 6 inch card. And for a wedding, it is nice to go into the larger sizes. If you want to do it US style, you could do the 5 by 7. European style, you could do 6 by 6. You could do 8 by 8. Maybe even 10 by 10. Here I just did those type of layers. In the background here, I am using Basil cardstock with the texture. Because I'm using so much color wheel here in lighter colors, I needed a different cardstock from my stash to continue it. Because if I put these 2 on white, see, Minnie's in white, Mickey is in the creams and all of that. For their skin tone, I am using alabaster color wheel cardstock. Even for his outfit, I'm using alabaster. Touches of gold. I'm coming into 2 versions of it. Brushed gold cardstock. I'm also using treasured cardstock in gold. What do you guys think of this? I think it's so gorgeous. So this card is showing Mickey and Minnie with the arms extended. Those are the hands, and the hands meet like this. On my next example, you'll see it even more clear. And look at the layering with his outfit. So fun. And Minnie here. Loving it, loving it, loving it. You could use these 3 roses here up the top if you wish. I decided to keep the roses in her hand with the bouquet from the Classic Mouse Wedding Accessories. Here I have the cake done. The bow, look at the bow. So super pretty. Let me give you a measurement on the bow. I need to measure Mickey and Minnie too for you. The bow is 5 inches wide, so it will work on your horizontal A2. You can also trim it down and just use the bow like this. Minnie is 3 1/4 inch tall with everything on and her arm extended, 2 1/2 inch wide. Mickey, 3 1/4 inch tall, or just a little bit here over 3 1/4, and also 2 1/4 inch wide for him. You know what this is great for? Mini album, scrapbooking. You can make banners with this too. Very, very pretty. If you're doing any crafting for a wedding, or you're going to make wedding cards and such, this is so nice for that. And you can also use this without adding on everything. You could also turn this into prom too. The gown, skip the flowers, him giving her the flower, that could be for prom. You see how you can stretch these sets? Don't always look at it and go, oh, wedding. Well, I don't have a wedding, but you have so many other things. Prom and what's the other one that they have outside of prom that they dress up for? I forget. Is it homecoming? I think it's homecoming, right? That could work for homecoming too. Does Mickey have to be dressed up like this? You can back off some of the layers of his outfit and he'll still look like he's wearing a tuxedo and everything. And you can also incorporate the original set with this as well if you want to do mix, match, and play. So fun. But look at all the fun layers with this. So I have the flowers here. Like I said, I have the cake and then the little bit of champagne on this beautiful 6 by 6 inch card. Love, 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 love card 1. Sentiment now is coming into that Classic Mouse Wedding Sentiments press plate and die. Here are the sentiments. We have save the date, happily ever after, once upon a time, Mr. and Mrs. and just married. You can press or glimmer and then die cut once those sentiments. I have it here pressed out on porcelain cotton card with black better press ink, what you see here. So I pressed it twice. So these 3 items are what I'm using on card number 1. Just staying within the collection. Isn't that fabulous? Love, 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 love. Finished it off with some gold mixed gems, the solid part. How could I forget my little bit of trim down here, the grounding? For that grounding element, I'm coming into the ribbon and trim border die. I'm using this one, which is 6 inches tall, right along here, just to give a little grounding. This is actually from the Say Cheese Classic Poo collection. So I'm mixing them together. So I could have used a rickrack. Any of these two can work with this. Isn't that fun too? Love, love, love. What do you think of these colorways? I'm so loving it. Most of the colors you're seeing here is like chiffon and blush color wheel cardstock, those lighter colors, and definitely using that alabaster color wheel cardstock. So fun. Love this card. All right, card number 2. Here is card number 2. This time I took them from full wedding, more formal, into a different style of wedding, which could also work for prom. If I take out that happily ever after, I was just thinking I could go into prom with this. See how I change her colorway with her dress? Mix, match, play. What I always say, right? In the background here, that is the Happiest Place press plate. Turn this way. Look how fun this is. This is pressed out on Pebble cotton card, which is a gray cotton card with Thunder Better Press ink. So if I did not want it to be bright like this with the black, there is a few options of Better Press ink. There is black Better Press ink. This is the standard, even available in the large size. That's the one you want to get the re-inker for and have it ready to go, because that's the one you're going to use most of the time. But the next one beside it, which is just so great, Thunder Better Press ink. I love this gray. If you want to go even more subtle in the background, then you reach for Elephant. You want to go into the blues? Go for Sapphire. Brown, I love Bark. There's also a nice new brown too, which is Syrup. I don't have it in here. I need to put Syrup in this line because I'm putting all the neutrals here too. The Elephant, Thunder, and Black. Those are your neutrals that you'll use all the time. So that's what you're seeing here is the Thunder and Pebble together. So love. Because I have the gray base, then I decided to bring on everything else. So I did this first. Then I was like, should I go with pink? And I said, no, let me go gray and blue. I think the blue and gray was just so classic. What you're seeing from Mickey now, to differentiate this from this, is actually Silver Fox Essential cardstock, Spellbinders older cardstock. I could have also used Fog, but Fog, I didn't want it to match this too much. Fog is right here in the center right there. That's where Fog is. And then the gray you're seeing here, that's Anchor color wheel cardstock. For Minnie now, give me a second because I have to think about this one. I believe this is Breezy in the back. I'll put these two on the screen because there are 6 blues and they start to kind of morph into each other. I know the back here is Indigo color wheel cardstock, so I'll put what these two are. The silver I'm using is Treasured cardstock in silver, and for the little roses you're seeing here, I'm right up in here. I'm using the same headband again. This little piece is the band around her waist, and I brought on another one of these roses again. Mickey is layered up with all of his layers, and for his little bow tie, that's right here too. You see the hands now fully extended, how they hold like so. Crafters, I had to go get Treasured cardstock, my little cheat sheets. These are full-size sheets, 15 sheets in the pack. So when I say full-size, 8.5 by 11, okay? And there are assorted specialty cardstock. I took these out from the last Steals and Deals when they had cardstock on sale. In each pack, you're going to get 5 styles, 3 sheets each. Glitter metallic, right here on her shoes. Matte metallic, brush metallic, what you see here. Mirrored metallic, and pearl. There's also some new Treasured cardstock. I believe it's only 10 sheets in the pack. This one of mirror metallic. It comes in gold, silver, and black. Beautiful as well. So it's only focusing on these two are Treasured cardstock, but it is part of the whole Treasured cardstock family. Okay. And the gold, what you saw here in the wedding. So I used glitter metallic right here. And then I came down here because I have a subtle colorway. I use the pearl metallic of gold, like here, here, up here. So you see how I use this little rose here and over here as well. You could have Mickey handing her a rose, like a single rose. In the background now, because I did bring in a foundation die for that. It's my favorite. For these 2 layers, I'm using Precision Layering A2. There are sets A and B. 16 dies in each set. Largest die in set A is your A2, 4 1/4, 5.5 inch. Largest die in set B is 1/8 of an inch shorter. I'm using set A out here to cut and frame this out because I did press this out larger and then put it on just to make sure that everything is falling straight down, going straight across, using the die to cut it out. Then this smaller layer, I know it's one of these here in set B. It could have been set A too. So you get 32 dies to mix, match, and play. Fabulous. Goes on sale from time to time. Put this one in your wish list if you don't own it already. For the sentiment Happily Ever After, I'm coming into the Classic Mouse Wedding Sentiments Press Plate and Die. Fits right there. But I could have also just do Let's Celebrate and have that too if you wanted to turn this into like a prom card. So you see the difference between full formal wedding. This could also be bridal, but it could also be maybe the bridesmaid hanging out type thing. I don't know. Just have fun with it. Tell your story. There's lots of room in here to tell your story. Card number 3 takes a story away from the wedding or the prom. So for the last card, I shot my stash to make this birthday card come together. This could be now, see Minnie's in the dress? That means I'm taking the wedding dress and subtracting out the train, this is the bottom part, and only using that top part, okay? But still having fun, still it's a birthday, still a celebration. She could just be by herself, and I adore this card. This is a 5x7 card, so I am using Classic Mouse Wedding for everything here except this. For her arm that way, because remember, their arms are like this. I'm coming back into Steamboat Willie, and I'm using this hand right here to hold the balloon. Now, a lot of you will recognize a lot of other things that I shot my stash to make this happen. I did pull out previous die sets. So this is Classic Pooh Birthday. I was going to use this, changed my mind. I did pull out Classic Mouse Love, was going to use this. And I could have also used this heart balloon, but then again, like I said, I changed my mind because I made the card large, so I wanted a larger balloon. And then the Classic Mouse Wedding, I was thinking of bringing on the cake, but I decided not to. For the balloons, I'm coming into my collection, the Beautiful Wreath collection, and I'm using the Birthday Wreath add-on. Lots of goodies in here. All I'm using is my balloon, cut 3 times, keeping all these fabulous pinks. This is all Color Wheel cardstock. For the pinks, you're looking at Tutu, Wild Berry, Poppy, and Dahlia Color Wheel cardstock, okay? All I'm using for the balloons is this area. I could have also done a cupcake. There's a party hat, little streamers. I was tempted to use this, but I thought it would have been too busy. The sentiment Happy Birthday, I could have done that. It has a shadow. There's a present too. She could have been standing on top of the box or something. You know, have fun with it. Mix, match, play. So that's Birthday Wreath add-on. For these 2 layers, I'm coming into the 5x7 matting basic set. There is 7 dies in each set. There's a set A, set B. Largest die in set A is not a full 5x7. It's going to be 1/8 of an inch shorter. So I could have just used this anyway for this outer layer. Maybe I did. I don't even remember, because sometimes I'll just go ahead. It's only 1/8 of an inch shorter. Then this is even smaller than that. And you can layer them together. This is popped up off of this. This is popped up off of that. This is another one. Put it in your wish list if you make a lot of 5x7 cards. Fabulous. For my background here, this beautiful cloud detail, which I think matches with the whole balloon and the clouds here. I'm coming into the Cloud 9 embossing folder. This is a 2D embossing folder of the month. This is a fun, whimsical one that works very well with these styles of characters. I love this set. You see the detail? It is 5.5 inch wide, 8.5 inch tall. So you don't need a universal plate system for a 2D embossing folder. Had that detail in the back and then put this layer. Here I'm using Cloud Stencil again. This is with Distress Oxide in, oh goodness, I can't remember the color. It goes very well with all these pinks. It's a pink that's not too pink. It does have a little splash of that salmon in here that works with these colors so well. And then you see a lot of the silver again coming back into Treasured Cardstock in silver. I have the glitter and the brushed here. This little bow is right in here with the Classic Mouse Wedding, right there. So Mickey gets the bow tie. She can get that there. With the wedding, I did not use the detail up here. You could use this on the waistline, but I used the flower there. And then this one was covered up, but I used the little bow there. So you see, mix, match, play. Again, having too much fun. And lastly, for the sentiment, cheers to another year. This is from my birthday wishes sentiments press plate and die. You get a lot of birthday sentiments in here. And you also get the sentiment from all of us. If you are making a card for someone's wedding and you want to have it from the whole family to that couple, then you could use this set too, because you get that lovely sentiment that you can press or glimmer or die cut once. But I'm just doing cheers to another year. So this is a birthday card. Love, 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 love. This is a sweet card for, I would give this to a teen, maybe somebody in their 20s, somebody my own age who loves all of this Disney goodness. Why not? Have fun. Alrighty, crafters, that is it. If you stayed through the entire video, thanks so much for watching. Everything will be detailed and linked below. What do you think of this collection? I think it is super fun. You have two options with the bundle, so you can just go with the die bundle, which will give you the accessories and Mickey and Minnie. You can also go with the Better Press bundle, which will give you the sentiments and that background. These two together. Alrighty, crafters, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends.